children who come to me with intelligent questions than adults. Questions that just stop me and go, is that really coming out of your mouth? And how tall are you? Wow, okay, all right, here we go. All right, let's do this. What do you need to know? Let me get you started on meditation.
Exactly.
Just start meditating, and it's all going to come to you.
Yep. It's on.
Just start meditating.
Yeah, great.
Well, I love the jewelry, by the way.
Okay.
And what's missing from the website is the voltmeter test. What you actually measured what's being put off?
Yeah, it is. There's a 9-minute presentation from David Sarita. If you scroll down, and
okay.
Not right now, but I highly recommend that you watch that. Because he describes in depth what he does. Of course, he's not going to tell how he infuses them. It's proprietary, which is appropriate. Right. And but there's clarity from him, and I've been sending these pieces literally all over the world. The last 3 orders were from Australia.
Wow, we do have someone from Australia listening right now, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I have a necklace that I've made, and I make these necklaces for other people, and really I have a back order. I don't charge people for them.
Mm-hmm.
I put together, and I do my thing with it. It's just my thing. I consider it an organite generator is the way I've considered it. And anyway, I was at my naturopath. He's an acupressure. And they have this machine where they can measure how your meridians are running.
Correct.
And because some meridians run high and some low, and and you want that balance, right?
Exactly.
And they've measured me with my necklace on and without it. And do you know I am more in balance immediately? You take that necklace 5 feet away from me, and I'm no longer as imbalanced. I don't go wacky or anything, but put the necklace on, and everything kind of comes centered again.
Exactly.
And and he was just like, "You want to make me one of those?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll put you on the list." It's kind of long at this moment, though, because I don't charge. I won't take money for it. I have to be inspired to do it. And when I am, I'll sit down and make 2 or 3, and then I gift them. It's what it is.
Yeah, and that's appropriate for what how your life goes right now. And it's so great. It's so great. It's very great. I love it. Good job, girlfriend. Good job.
Okay, let's talk about the Mayan astrology. I have looked up several different people that I know, and I remember y'all were part of the Mayan portal, right?
No.
Yes, no, y'all weren't the Mayan portal? Because I think
that
Ian...
Andy and Jag?
I'm not sure, but the Mayan portal is...
Yeah, I think that's Andy and Jag, and no, we're not a part of that.
Well, they got hacked. They're no longer up. They're
really?
down.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It always is what it is, right?
Yes. I told my mother many years ago, I said, somebody can't do you dirty and get rewarded. It doesn't work that way. And because somebody did my mother dirty. Somebody spat at her, and my mom was just a kind lady, a sweet lady. And for this woman to spat at her was just appalling. And that's when I said that to my mom. I said, you can't do somebody dirty and get rewarded. Many years later, this woman died a very painful death. That was her reward.
Wow. Well, I'm not about vengeance. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish that on anybody. If anybody has to do bad things, the way I look at it is it's part of my lesson.
Right.
They have the balls to come here and test me. They have the balls to help me grow.
Yes, indeed.
And they agreed with their life to be a negative influence to me so that I had the ability to grow, how much more beautiful can you be?
It's awesome.
How can I be mad? How can I be mad at them for that? How can I be upset?
Yeah, you're not.
Because I grew. I passed my test.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You know, I still have plenty to learn. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm nowhere near to the top of the heap of ascension. But I'm climbing, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I get it, and I'm getting it more and more every day. Yeah. And when somebody does something horrible, and really the only thing I see instead of offense is, you know, okay, I sidestep it, number one, you know, or I absorb it and bless it and give it back to them, you know, number two. But to not be able to be put in a place of anger, which when I was younger, ooh, it didn't take much. It really didn't take much. And I'm not going to tell you I'm not past it completely, because there are still a few subjects that, you know, you can, get me to zero to 90 miles an hour on I'm going to have to kill you. I'm just going to have to take you off the planet. You know? There's still just a few subjects. You harm a child in front of me, and then, well, I'm all over it. You know, I still haven't mastered that one yet, you know, and seen the beauty in that. But beyond that, for the most part, I've seen the beauty in just about every offense, because I understand it's just there to make them grow. Yeah. You know?
Exactly.
All right, so the Mayan astrology. All right, if you go on Mayan Majix and you scroll on down, it looks like a banner ad, and it says, I think, what's your Mayan sun sign? And in that, you can put in your birthday. Right. And like I said, I did it for everybody around.
Very
you know,
cool. Very cool.
You should have seen them gathered around my computer this week. Oh my God, what's mine? What's my mom's? What's my dad's?
Right,
you know, what's my sister's? What's my wife's? What's my husband's? You know, I mean, it's just, and you know, one that's funny is that there's a person out there.
Yes.
Who is exactly my opposite.
Yes.
I mean, for as deep as I am, this woman is shallow.
Wow.
Okay. And, I mean, we're really, I would have never considered us to be anywhere near the same walk of life, right?
Right.
And someone who is very close to both me and her was here and said, okay, you know, do hers. You know, and hers came up exactly the same as mine.
Whoa.
Okay, and me and this woman pretty much share this person equally. Okay.
Wow.
And you know, I don't fight. I use my power, and this person just comes to me. You know, and she is constantly fighting to get this person to be around her. You know.
Wow.
And you know, I'm not going to go into too much more detail. That's enough. You know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he sat there and he looked at that, and he said, "Oh my God, the two of you are the same."
Wow.
You know, and you know, it just shows what happens how walk. You know, because in the Mayan astrology, it gives you, you know, this is the good path of this sign, and this is the bad path of this sign. And there couldn't have been any more of a clear example of that.
Wow.
You know, than those two. And another thing we saw, you know, as I was doing people with the Mayan astrology is people tend to have groups, either, the galactic tone or the sun sign.